Yeah, I gotcha.
All right. You're not colorblind, right?
No.
What's your favorite color?
I don't know. Go with go with like the light blue.
This?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the easiest to see at least.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Plus it's the color, you know, of the victory. Of BGG. So.
Yeah, victory is good. All right.
Yep. Yeah. Lately, I've actually
Huh?
the last couple of days I've been playing pretty bad in Warwick, so I've just been spamming Shyvana, and I won every game on her. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite a good champ right now, AP Shyvana. I think it's a bit underrated.
I'm telling you, I think Conquer Shyvana is also. I think AP Shyvana is better, but I think there's definitely less. I don't know. I think Conquer Shyvana is pretty good. It's not like as good as AP Shyvana, but it's like one tier below, and it's good in situations where AP Shyvana isn't.
Yeah, and when AP Shyvana isn't good, why the fuck are you picking Shyvana?
I don't know. Maybe your first pick or something.
Yeah, so then why are you picking Shyvana?
I mean, maybe it was sometimes just because I feel like it. I mean, well, okay, there are situations where I think if the team is like really like there are definitely games where I prefer picking Shyvana over like Warwick. If like the team has like a lot of like just like relatively like bruiserish champions, tanky champions. So, for example, that last Warwick game I played, if I picked Shyvana into the enemy team, it would have been way easier for me because Warwick isn't really great into like teams that are like all like really beefy, have a lot
Yeah,
of sustain.
but don't you think that is more of a champion pool issue that you have when your only options are
Uh,
Shyvana and Warwick, really?
yes.
Yeah,
Well, I'd say like, yes, probably. Like obviously, I could learn more champions, but I don't know. Like I feel like there's definitely more champions I could learn. I just think in that situation, I do like Shyvana. I have success in those situations. But yeah, my champion pool could use expanding. I like expanding my champion pool. I'm kind of like marketed like when I'm like streaming, I'm trying to be like a work streamer and everything like that. But
yeah,
I definitely like playing other champions. Um, Shyvana, Kiana, Silas, and Olaf are champions that I think I play well. Olaf I play pretty well. I haven't really played him in a while. And my Kiana, obviously, you can see my win rate in my Kiana right now. I had like I spammed Kiana like 1 week when I was like super tilted, so like I was like losing a lot anyways. But I definitely think I'm doing. I don't know. I'm dying way too much on Kiana, and I don't think my problem with her like is mechanics or anything like that. It's just with Kiana, like I don't know what to do in the early game, and like I don't know, and I just die too much if our team falls behind. So,
yeah.
but
I mean, like,
yeah,
what, like, I'm thinking is just that, like, the way I think if a champion is good and stuff, it's just like, for example, like Graves, really, really safe blind pick. It's always gonna, like, do his
mm-hmm.
job, you know? So it's
Yeah,
just like, I'm not saying that Conquer Shyvana is fucking awful, but
yeah,
it's just, like,
outclassed. Yeah,
yeah, it's just outclassed by, like, a lot of other things. So it's just like, you should just play other things. But if you're not able to do that, then of course for you, right? For you, for Pernellix, it's the fucking
mm-hmm.
best pick, right? Because of course you're
Yeah.
gonna fucking win on it. But if you
It,
were
it, it,
equally skilled on like Olaf or Kindred or something like that in those scenarios, then
yeah,
they're just gonna be better.
yeah.
You know?
I just think Shyvana just fits my playstyle so well. I just know how to play her like
Yeah, of course.
really well. So I'm able to like maximize the value I get out of her, even if she's not the best champion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which game was this?
This game it was 3 days ago. I think I went 8-6
On this
victory.
account, right?
Yes. Yeah, this game.
Here it is.
My,
Yeah.
my main thing I just kind of want to like. Main reason I picked this game is just because the early game I felt like my lanes were kind of they were losing. All my lanes were losing, and I didn't really know what to do, especially against such a champion like Fiddlesticks who just clears super fast and
Yeah. For
yeah,
sure.
and yeah, I don't know. I had some like I had like the most like the biggest throw of all time in this game, so it was pretty bronze. But
Why is your HUD so big?
I don't know. It's just what I'm used to.
Don't you think you could just turn it down and you'd see exactly everything else that you'd normally see?
Yeah, I probably could. I could tone it down over time.
Yeah.
I'd probably just like tone it down like a little bit.
Like
over
20
time.
every time and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, there's no point to have it this big.
Yeah, gotcha.
I mean, like right now, I think it's on 100. It looks like. Maybe 1 would be too small for you, but like 20 or something, is good.
Yeah.
Because like right now, like there are times where now you could get invaded, and there's a guy here, you don't see it,
Mm-hmm.
or there are fightings of you just see less for no reason. There's no point.
Yeah.
I think your Garen has Ignite this game, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Should.
So starting bot side is really fine. There's nothing really wrong with that. What's your like thought process here, like in the game, right? Like let's go to here, because as jungle, it's really important we start the game here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if I like path towards our bot lane early on, I don't know if we really have much like. I don't think we're really going to get anything done with Sivir, Senna. So I'm looking like more top side because Aatrox is just easier for me to gank. It's more realistic. I don't think it's like a really like great gank opportunity. Like if I had like a Draven Nautilus bot lane, I would just be like pathing down there every time, looking for the gank. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like my best opportunity is top lane. I guess I can't really remember. I feel like I had a plan versus Fiddlesticks here. But
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I would have been thinking if I started red. I'm probably pathing towards a gank if I'm starting red. If I ever want to like farm, I usually start blue because that's like the most efficient clear for Warwick.
I mean, Fiddle is done full clearing at 310, so invading him isn't realistic unless you're gonna like do red buff here into his top side.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work out, that's really flip.
Yeah.
The way we need to understand, like when we are looking at this, is like how is the lanes gonna play out? What will, if you do go there to impact it, what will that do to the lane? Sivir and Senna are double range versus 1 ranged, and this guy is not range. So 1 indicates the range. So you have range advantage in bot lane, which generally means that these guys are gonna be higher HP and they're gonna be pushing more. So they're gonna be overextended. Now you can use this for prio, so we can invade, we can get scuttle, etc. We can use this for potential dives. Now, it's not realistic to dive the Braum, but if MF gets low, it's realistic to dive her, right?
Yeah.
Now we gotta think, if I don't go bot lane, how bad will that be? Like, if your bot lane is playing like, for example, Ezreal Yumi into a Draven Janna, it's gonna be quite bad to not even help them once, They're gonna be always on a turret and get chunked over and over again. Now, in this lane, your bot lane should be relatively safe. Even if they do play safe and get pushed in, they shouldn't have much struggles. They have good sustain with Senna. You should be fine. Now, your top laner has Ignite, so he really wants to play aggressive. It is melee versus melee, which means there's going to be a lot of action going on in terms of trades. They're going to go for CS and punish each other all the time. And if your Garen with Ignite starts to fall behind, he's going to be useless the entire game. Sivir and Senna will at least have some kind of value, even if they're a little bit behind. Garen will have 0 value.
Yeah.
So starting both side and puffing into top is really good.
Okay.
Mid lane, you have a champion that is 10 times better than enemy mid lane's champion. So that's really good for you. You have Ignite here, so your 2v2 is a lot better than theirs.
Yeah.
So playing from solo lanes and then into bot lane later on is the correct play this game.
Okay.
Now, what you could do, even though we can't really invade Fiddle that much on his first clear, on his second clear, around level 4 to 5, is when you can look to abuse him.
Yep.
Because your champion is quite strong at that point. You just need to make sure that you're able to stop him healing,
Yeah, and like I kind of like changed my play style, which is kind of why I started climbing again. Because I was kind of like stuck in diamond for a little bit, just because of like school. Like I would just like tilt way harder because I'd only play like 2 games a day. So if I started losing, I'd get really tilted. And now I'm out of school, so I have more time to play. But on top of that, I also changed my play style because basically, to basically just jungling well instead of bad. Because what I was doing what I started doing this season, I might have done it a little bit last season too, but I definitely started, amping up this season is because of the changes to like jungle XP and spawn timers, which made like, full clearing and stuff more efficient. I started kind of doing like I started focusing more on like full clearing and just trying to get to like farming to like
Yeah, of
level
course.
6 basically and trying to get to the mid game. But yeah, basically I would do that and I'd kind of autopilot it. I wouldn't track the enemy jungler very well and I wouldn't really respond to like the enemy jungler. I wouldn't like counter gank. I wouldn't go for as aggressive invades and stuff like that. So I was just playing pretty like I thought it'd be really consistent, considering Warwick is like best in like the mid game.
Yeah.
His early game is like fine, but he's like more of like a mid game champion.
Yeah,
So
I
I
mean,
thought
when
like
you
playing
get
towards that would be good.
when you get your spell maxed out and stuff, you're really, really strong. When you get your Titanic
Yeah.
Hydra, well, at least I assume you're building that. You spike really hard.
Yeah, well, my build. Yeah, I'll talk about my build in a second. But yeah, like basically, I was just doing that play style, and I just found that it was very, in a way, it was just really coin flip because I wasn't like me power farming wasn't as effective as like a Karthus.
Yeah.
I would get to the point where I'm like relevant, but my laners are honestly like all bronze, so everyone would just die to random ganks and stuff like that, and my team would always fall behind. So I just found it to not be good. And lately, I've just been playing more around like I've been just trying to like play around the enemy jungler. So trying to, and it was a little bit hard this game because against Fiddlesticks, he obviously just power clears like a madman. But yeah, basically I tried to path towards like counter ganks early on just to prevent my laners from falling behind, and I tried to like go for invades if I have like a advantage, and just trying to play more aggressive in the early game and just prevent my team from getting disadvantages, and I've been having more success that way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like power jungling has its advantages, but like like you said, this is solo queue. People die like morons. So unless your champion really benefits from farming, it can be really risky.
Yeah, and my champion's not a 1v5 champion, so.
Yeah, how is your clear level 2 versus Krugs and Raptors? It's really bad, right? Without E? Or how is
Krugs
it?
and Raptors, actually, so Warwick doesn't ever want to use E in the jungle. It's useless because you have infinite sustain and just waste mana. But it's kind of slow relatively. So like Warwick's overall clear is actually like pretty fast. It's just Raptors and Krugs are kind of slow.
Yeah,
it's not like you can do them. Yeah. So it just takes a little bit of time to do them, but you shred through like the single target camps really fast. So
because like the issue is that we want to go top lane here, but it's unrealistic that like because red buff blue Grump is the fastest level 3 for you, and that's nice, but when you do this, we are top lane so early that it's very low chance that it's actually killable already. That's why like on a different champion, like going red Krugs Raptors would be more ideal, especially because we realized that Fiddle really quickly. We realized he started topside. So removing your bot camps is really valuable because as soon as you show yourself here,
he's going to counter.
Yeah, he's going to take your Raptors and your Krugs, and then they're gone, and all of a sudden, he's close to 5 while you're still like 3 going to 4. Right? And that feels like shit. But yeah, I'm not sure how fast your champion will clear Krugs and Raptors, but
yeah, I think I could have done like red. I think I could have just done like red to Raptors and then went to my blue side. At least get that camp out of the way. And, it lets me take some time.
Because I think that if it was like Garen versus like Kled, right, and the Kled is Igniter, Garen Tryndamere, for sure you do this puff, what you've done. But I think like if the Garen is dead at level 1 or 2, because that's like the timer that you're gonna be coming. If he's dead at that time already, he's really trolling, Yeah. So I'd say just go Raptors here, even though it doesn't give you any EXP in the sense of getting level 3, right? You're still gonna get level 3 after Grump.
And the XP doesn't really matter as much because, just because Fiddlesticks is full clearing anyways. So
yeah, it's just nice to get it out of the way because leaving everything up bot side here when we're gonna be playing for top feels a bit bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So we look top. Krug should be gone. So I think this is really a waste of time.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was thinking here.
They're up somehow.
Yeah, they're up. I don't know.
It's possible he's soloed.
Like, oh yeah, Fiddlesticks path towards. He started blue side. He started pathing towards top, I think. Yeah, I think I just like overforced like a. Well, I would say I got the flash out, but I think me pathing up there was like super force.
Yeah, and I mean this is kind of what I was talking about, right? Like now this guy's here at 307. He's on every path, every camp except for Krugs most likely. And now your game is already like really awkward, and it's just like what you said to me, right, about how you used to like power farm and then now you gank, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the mindset of somebody that has just lost like 3 games in a row where he farmed and the enemy jungler just ganked and you lost all games.
Yep.
In the grand scheme of things, right, it evens out. Sometimes you'll have good laners. Right now your Garen is doing fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't need you. We don't want to gank just for the sake of ganking, right? Like in your previous games, your fucking laner died to random gank and he rage quitted, right? Sucks.
Yep.
Happens. We get this Krugs here. I think you're really lucky to even find his Krugs here, you know, but because we thought he did
I was surprised.
Yeah, but it's fine. We get them. Now it's just like, okay, you should ping and then you should watch. If Aatrox does EQ in, you go. If not, this is really forced. See?
Mm-hmm.
And you smurf a lot, no? Like you
no, not a lot.
Okay.
I have been smurfing recently. I have like an account that's like Diamond 4 right now.
Yeah.
Diamond 4 MMR. But
I
I'm
think
actually
D4
really awful at smurfing.
Like I think in D4 this can work.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like this is really bad because if we look right now, this wave is pushing into Garen. So this is a really good gank window, but not now.
Mm-hmm.
You should instead here spend more time on his Krugs. Like you can waste time, just get yourself more gold. The only issue about taking his Krugs like fully is that you let him reset. But we know now, right? If Fiddle started red, he's not human, right?
Yeah.
It's not human to do red buff into bot side and not clear your Krugs. So as soon as you take Krugs, you should realize Fiddle started bot side, right?
Yeah.
Right now, the gank is not that great. It'll be good soon, because soon this cannon will be really low. Okay? Soon this cannon minion will be really low.
Yeah.
It is pushing into Garen, so Aatrox will keep overextending. Alright? This guy will keep overextending. So if this guy will keep overextending, it's a lot better to now spend your free time getting a bit more resources and gold without showing yourself and then waiting for the right moment, which is when the cannon gets low. And then go on the Aatrox. Right?
Yeah. I think what my mindset was, I think once I saw the Krugs, I took the big one, and I was just thinking like Fiddlesticks has to be pathing towards top side. So I was like, I didn't want to like, I didn't want to get like collapsed or something. It probably would have still been fine because
you win 2v2.
Garen can rotate, but
I mean, you guys win 2v2, like for sure. And Fiddle is not gonna do like this, you know?
Yeah.
So I think like just showing yourself now is really bad. Because like Garen also shows that he's being good. Like Garen is being really good here. Because he's not just pushing. And this is also what I meant with we are top lane so early on.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense when we want to be top lane at 230. Right? When if Fiddlesticks wants to match it, he's gonna be here at 3 minutes to 3:20. Depends if he wants to full clear. Right? If he does full clear, he finishes Krugs at 3:10 and he'll be on the gank at 3:20. If he skips Krugs and stuff, he'll be here at this point. That's why, again, I want you to be farming a bit more here and still make it up to top lane. Because it's good that you're trying to gank. But it's not good to try to gank and then leave all your camps here up and then just end up getting here too early. Make sense?
Yeah. Actually, so on this frame, I think the reason why I committed towards top is because I was like gonna like, I was hoping like, I don't know, like Garen was gonna trade and then we could like set up a dive or something like that. But that was obviously just
that is why I asked you if you were smurfing a lot, because these things are happening in like D4 games.
Yeah.
You know, in D4 now the Aatrox will randomly EQ the Garen.
Yeah.
And only sometimes it will happen in high elo. And if you do what I say, you'll have a lot more success here.
Yeah.
Because this lane needs a little bit more time before it becomes action. Right? You're not here playing versus, like, it would make sense as well what you just did, right? If the enemy jungle is like Xin Zhao, Pantheon, Vi, Elise, right? Just things that wants to like get here after like this, or something like this, you know? It would make sense to get here ASAP. You're playing versus Fiddle, Karthus, right? Sack. Make sense?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Much more important to secure camps and then get here. Because now we are just randomly chunked. Everybody knows where we are. You've lost your window now to gank it. And now it feels a bit awkward.
Yeah. Now my path is...
Yeah. It feels really bad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Playing this game now.
I'm actually really sad I didn't kill Fiddlesticks here though, because even though I'm really low, like this, he has nothing up.
Yep.
It was the heal from MF there.
Yep. Well, if we had the explanation mark HP pot here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's actually something I actually need to start doing again.
Yeah. I mean, do you go to Tiamat?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, yeah, basically last season a lot. I started getting a health potion instead of Rejuve Bead because Rejuve Bead's useless in the early game. Gives me 4 HP per 10 seconds, whereas I can pop the HP pot in combat and
Yeah.
get more value out of it.
It's,
so if I want to play more aggressive, then that's what I go for, or should.
It's just sometimes, you know, you actually only get Tiamat because of the Rejuve Bead, and then you will regret having potion. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
But
I think
it's yeah. I still prefer just having the HP pot because it's just so.
I just think
It's very rare. I'm
overall,
gonna be like 30 gold short.
like your overall view of this game in particular here is just really bad because it should have just been getting some more camps, delay when we get to top lane so that we actually get there at like a correct window. That way, if something doesn't work out, we're still not that behind because the enemy jungler is gonna full clear. So if he full clears and we do 3 camps and then we just end up wasting time, it's so bad. Because now the Fiddle is level 5. And he's like now farming till 6. And the game feels really shit now.
Yep.
But yeah, now we have to bounce back. We have our Tiamat now. That's nice. Raptors are spawning. Krugs are as well. Issue if you're puffing now is you're forcing yourself to be bot side. So we gotta make sure that is that really what we want to. And here, right, if you look now, right, you're not looking at bot lane once here, and you just assume that Raptors is the correct thing. Like your red buff is spawning, Krugs are spawning, right? If you now go Raptors, and then red, and then Krugs, is it efficient to go here?
Yeah, see, I normally, if I'm I feel like I have something in mind because normally I go, like just start like to Krugs, then I go straight up to the Raptors. I don't know what I'm thinking here, but I'm thinking something, but I can't really. Maybe it's like the dragon spawning that.
Yeah, but we can still do Krugs into red into Raptors that way.
Yeah.
You know? And we can still go dragon. Like it doesn't matter. It's just we don't want to be locked into going bot lane here, especially when we haven't even looked at bot lane. Like we have no clue what's even happening in bot lane.
Yep.
And that's really bad because now we should be on Krugs right now, waiting like 3 seconds and then they spawn. And then we just puff up to top lane. And then if something happens bot, we can still go. Because now, if we have to go top lane now, it feels like shit. You know? And it's not hard to realize what's going to happen top lane now. Look, Garen hasn't reset once. There's a wave under his tower, right? He's now like really low HP. Like he wants to reset, then he's gonna come back to lane, and the wave is gonna push into Aatrox. Okay?
Yep.
There. Now Garen's gonna have to overextend. Right? That's a window where you could have looked to gank.
Yep. Yeah, I gotcha.
Because Aatrox is gonna come back to lane now, and Aatrox is gonna have to overextend, and you could look to gank that. And Fiddle could also look to gank top lane when Garen has to overextend as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did I die here? I think I actually died here. Oh god, I remember this.
Yeah, I mean,
this is like such a random. I died for Raptors.
Yeah.
I didn't expect a ward there, but I saw Ziggs, so.
Yeah, but look what's happening top lane. It's what I called.
Yeah.
And we know this already from here. You know? Right now we know.
Yep. Yeah, I'm playing so like I'm playing like so like desperate right now, just trying to like get every like I don't even know what I'm really trying to do. I'm just trying to get like I'm trying too hard to get advantages.
You're trying to get things that isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. You know? Like here we get Dragon, Poggers. We know Fiddle is topside.
Mhm.
Okay. Why are you going this path into jungle instead of this path?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a pink there too.
Yeah, there's no point to go here. We know enemy bot lane is here. You're not looking at bot lane. Like, please look at lanes. Right now they're pushing. Are they pushing versus a cannon wave or a normal wave? Right? Because if they're pushing versus a cannon wave and the cannon wave is healthy, you can go straight bot now and zone them off the wave. You know?
Yeah.
And escort your bot lane back to lane. Your bot lane is helping you doing Drake. They need to get back to lane right now.
Yeah.
You're
Gotcha.
splitting up from them here. It's really bad. They have to go the long path, right? What if this was a cannon wave? You can just go straight bot here. Make sense?
Okay.
And if these guys are backing off, it's clearly warded. You can then just go Fiddle's jungle.
Yeah. Wait. So what does the cannon wave have to like offer in this situation?
Because if it's a normal wave, they'll probably kill the wave before you're even there.
Okay. Yeah.
You know? If it's a cannon wave,
Yeah.
you can come there, and then if you're zoning them, they have to give up the cannon wave,
Yeah.
which has a lot of value.
Yeah.
Because what you're losing is like 4 seconds to make them lose the cannon. Make sense? And then we want to enter through where our vision is and closer to our bot lane because they are our safety. Right?
Yep.
Look here. Look, these are spawning. And then now we're going to Syndra. Right? And you're fucking useless. Look.
Yep.
You are useless. Your champion is useless because you're level 5. Fiddle is level 6. You can't ever contest this. And you try to do something that is never gonna happen.
Yeah.
And Braum actually ends up moving up river here. And if you do what I say, you can zone him. See? Look.
Yes. Yeah.
Imagine, because this makes no sense. Look. If you were here together with your bot lane, you can look to gank. If they run away, you just go into your jungle. Into your jungle, which is Fiddle's jungle now. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If they don't run away, you gank them.
Okay.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
sense?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Instead, we run this way, so now everybody knows that we're invading. Braum is now allowed to run upriver because we didn't escort our bot lane, so they had to run the safe way. And then we don't get any camps. Fiddle has taken our top side now for free. Then we kill ourselves here when Aatrox has complete prio and everybody can move. And when Fiddle was in your top side jungle, you should assume that top river has vision for enemy. Especially versus a Fiddle who places fucking, like, what are those things called? Like his passive?
Effigies.
What do you call it?
Scarecrows.
Yeah, like
they're called
scarecrows.
effigies.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you're like some bird taking his crops, you know?
Yeah.
And now they all see you. And you're like invading. And deaths
I
like
don't know
this
why
will
I'm
solo
doing
lose
that.
you games in high elo.
Yeah.
Because if you press tab now, right? Look. Are we chilling right now? Or
No. Yeah. Yeah. We're behind a Fiddle
Yeah.
6 who outscales us. So.
yeah. We're getting outskilled here. Your top lane Roof Ignite, we haven't done anything around him. Game feels like shit.
Yeah. Now that I like, now that I actually like see it over again, yeah, I see how I like kind of all my laners like fell behind, but I definitely like put them behind
Yeah.
for the most part. So.
And I mean, you didn't try to do anything like the efficient way. You're just trying to brute force things because of bad experiences in the past. And I mean, that will happen. Mid laners have similar things happen to them when they're playing like scaling champions like Kassadin and the enemy mid laners playing things like Kiana and he's just roaming and winning the game. But what about the games when the Kassadin is winning and scaling versus the Kiana because the Kiana's roams failed? Right? It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Now you just feel helpless because your bot lane just died, but you have no ulti. Mid lane just died. Like, what can we do? Nothing. Because we lost our shot. You know?
Yeah.
We could have kept Fiddle in check in early game because he couldn't gank top lane because we win 2v2. And mid lane is Syndra versus Sig, so he couldn't do much there. But then you managed to lose your entire early play. And then now Fiddle is just better champion than you. You're doing good here, though. Trying to catch up a bit. This is nice. We should just go bot lane here because we have ulti. This looks relatively free if they fuck up. Well, I like this. I like this one. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you go behind turret.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I like that though. I like that attempt. It's good. It's respectable. We can just ult away. If we die here, it's really bad. Yeah. That's fine.
I still held my ult there for way too long. Like, there's no point
Yeah.
of getting chunks. There's something I actually gained there.
What are we going now? Warrior or
Yeah, I go warrior.
why not
go-
the
I built-
Titanic? What's the idea behind?
Warwick has really good AD ratios, and warrior gives you like first of all you get CDR, which is like really good stat in Warwick, but you also get the AD, which makes you just gives you more DPS, a lot more bursts, and it also gives you more healing because you heal based off damage dealt. So if your Q and your R deal more damage, then you actually have more sustain.
Okay, makes sense.
My favorite build, and what I think is the best build on Warwick, is I go warrior into GA.
Yeah, I mean GA is fucking broken item.
Yeah.
Now this is what's nice about solo queue. We can fuck up early and then the enemy just froze and hands the game back to us. So now what's important is how do we now turn this into a win? We have 2 Drakes now. Right? That's a win condition. We can play for soul.
Yeah.
Right? We need to keep pressing tab. We need to look at lanes. Your bot lane is actually like really good champions, like Senna Severe. It's a really good tool to win the game. But are they strong? Do we want to keep covering them? Because like what you could do this game now is just keep covering your bot lane. Make sure you keep giving them like small leads, you know? Like just small leads, just creep leads. Because if you can make your bot lane keep winning now, you have soul to play for.
Yeah. Okay. That's true.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, right here. One thing you don't actually see here, what I was thinking, this is a bad habit of mine. I do not ping enough, and I don't like to communicate my thoughts enough. Because I was actually pathing up top lane because I suspected that Fiddlesticks was up here, like looking for a gank, but I didn't like say anything to my Garen. And yeah, he just got ambushed and died as a result. So that was really bad.
Six is gonna come here, and we're both gonna die. Unless you're fucking
Actually,
faker.
I'll play this.
You're a faker. You're a goddamn faker. Holy shit. It's the Warriors.
It's the warrior. I'm telling you. And just lifesteal here.
Warwick is so fucking broken champion.
He is.
Holy shit, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I mean, why would you ever pick something like Karthus when this champion exists?
Yeah, it's true. You're not wrong.
But this is actually like when I like warriors usually when I'm like really strong champion. So yeah, that's everything is actually like at this stage of the game, like everything just seems to be going
Game
pretty
is won.
well.
The game is won here. There's no way you lose it now.
Just wait.
No, but there isn't if you just play.
Yeah.
Because the thing here is that this really strong. Okay, Fiddle will look for ultis, right? For Fiddle to be able to look for ultis, he has to stand in fog of war, right?
Yes.
But you are so strong now. If you meet Fiddle, you kill him, correct?
Yes.
All you have to do now to win the game is play around the lane that is pushing, which is your bot lane, and you stand in the places that Fiddle has to stand to ulti, and he cannot come. Then this guy is forced to play for top lane, which we don't give a fuck about anymore, right? Garen has had his fun. It's 16 minutes in, right? Time to stop playing around Garen.
Yes.
We have Severe and Senna now. We have Drake coming up in 1 minute. We are 2 Drakes. The game is really not losable here.
Yeah, I agree. I throw this.
So let's see. Your bot lane is hard pushing, and look, okay, they recall. It's fine. This is fine now. This is fine. Okay, we puffed the bot.
I just think I just.
Nah, but you troll.
Oh yeah. This is.
Why, Parnellix? Fuck! It's so easy. League is so easy. Parnellix, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, right here. What I'm thinking is I'm literally like, dude, this is. I don't know why I didn't say like
about top lane.
Yeah, but I still my issue here is I didn't communicate that I was thinking Fiddlesticks is up here, and yeah, I don't do jack shit even though he is up here, so I just die.
Yeah, who cares about the Garen, right? I just said it. Fuck the Garen.
Yeah.
Here we should go bot lane, but then we realized they recall, so it's good. We go top. That's fine, right? It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Drake up 50, right? 50 seconds dragon. What does my champion need to fight? I need my ulti, right? So I don't want to do a play now where I'm forced to use my ulti.
Yeah.
You should ping the Garen now to be careful, because the only place that they can make a play now is top lane.
Yeah, right up here. I was like, if we can like win a 2v2, that's what I was thinking. Like, if we can win a 2v2 right now, we just completely just get Dragon for free. But yeah,
We get Dragon for free anyways, because our bot lane just reset. Like, press
Yeah.
tab right now. So you see Severe is recalling, right? Severe is recalling. Severe's in base. Press tab and look for fucking items right now, and you will realize how
Yeah, I
free
gotcha.
the game is.
Mhm.
Path down to bot lane. We need to get bot. If you get late to Drake, Dragon is in 50 seconds. So it may seem like you have time, right?
Mhm.
You don't have time. Because we need to get there before the Drake spawns. We need to get there like 20, 15 before spawn. So we can set up vision. We can get control, right? We can cover our
Yeah.
lane so they can push. Even if you gank top now, right? And let's say Fiddle doesn't gank, like, you cover for 10, 20 seconds. You're late to the Drake.
Yeah.
If Garen dies, it doesn't fucking matter. You guys trade Garen's life for Drake then, right?
Yeah.
Ping him away. Nobody cares about counter ganking for him. He's not the win condition.
Mhm.
Ping him away, get away, fiddle top, path your way down to there after Raptors. You can cover your bot lane so they can push. You get set up for Drake, you win the game.
Mhm.
Then the next Drake is Soul, and you just won the game. Instead, you didn't tell yourself what I told you right here, right? That the game was won. See, right here, I told you, press tab, you realize how won this game is. And exactly what you need to do. You didn't. You think you had to counter game top. Now game is losable.
Oh yeah, but just that's not even the throw.
No, I mean, your bot lane is faker, you know? But in a different game, that will be the game.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that this throw is even bigger. So if you thought that pissed you off, then yeah, you're gonna have a great time right now.
I mean, I don't get pissed. It's not my LP.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying.
You're the one who should be fucking pissed.
Yeah, we killed them all. We have Prio and Dragon, and I don't know how.
You really
I don't
need to
know
kill the fiddle here to win the game, don't you, Parnellix?
Yeah. That's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
just
what
have
I'm
to
thinking.
keep-
We had a
you-
free Dragon.
You just have to keep him in check. That's what you're doing right now. This is good. Look, he's in check, okay? We see Fiddle, guys. He can't play the game now. Right?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what's so nice about Fiddle compared to Evelyn. Evelyn is a gigantic question mark. We have no clue where she is.
Mm-hmm.
We can see this guy right now. Okay, so he can't ult anybody. Nice. I run away. Life is great.
Yeah,
Can you hear this?
I can.
It's ice cream truck outside.
Nice. This was... We get the Dragon still, thankfully. But like, yes, yeah, we gave up so many kills for no reason. Fed the Fiddlesticks when the game was won.
Yeah. I mean, it's just really important to focus on all these mistakes, you know, in level 3 and all of this, because it all adds up. And these are all different mistakes. And if you do these mistakes in different games, they will be the sole reason why you're losing. It's easy enough to say that this was the big throw. Of course, this was the big obvious throw.
Yes.
Right? But if you played perfect, this throw alone isn't enough to lose you the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think my early game is the one thing that I really felt like, because this game, going into this game, I just felt like, I don't know why, I just felt very anxious. I think it was just like playing against like Fiddlesticks. I've always done fine against Fiddlesticks, but he's like kind of good now. So like because he clears so fast, I don't know. I just felt like I was just clearly just forcing like way too much, and
Yeah, I mean, the
felt like
thing
I
is
had to do
that
stuff I didn't have to do.
the thing is that yeah, he will clear and farm, sure, but he can't enter lanes pre-6 if you're there, because you're a fucking wolf. You bite his head off, right?
Yeah.
So sure, he can go and get 28 CS from his jungle. 24, and he can be chilling. You know, sure, he can do that. So what? Why does it matter if you take both crabs and you're ganking? But instead you just do free camps, waste time, etc., and that's really bad. And then, like I said, it's solo queue, right? So they threw, you got the lead, you can get the soul point, and then you just completely flip it, die top lane, right? We keep running for this guy in top lane. It's just really strange when you have goddamn Reckless in bot lane on Severe with 200 CS.
Yeah.
You have to put yourself in positions where you can fight with Severe.
Yep. This pick right here is really good. Stop the Baron.
It's fine. It's just the game is really awkward when it
Yeah.
didn't have to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now, see how Warwick when I have Warrior in GA and I have 4% CDR, or close to. I don't even have my. Never mind, I don't have 4% CDR this game because I don't have Transcendence, but yeah, this is the stage of the game where like I'm supposed to be my strongest. Supposed to be one of the strongest champions of the map. And I'm still really strong actually, but
I mean, the thing is, we could have been this strong like 3 minutes ago or something, you know?
yeah.
Fiddle's gonna ult and a pentakill here.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, this is another one. This positioning was so bad,
Yeah, of
bad. I
course.
lost my GA for free.
Okay, Fiddle
The
died
choke.
actually. Fiddle is...
Yeah. Fiddle died, but like still like
You can just...
yeah. So that's
you
why,
can- you
because I was
can-
actually I'm playing around the Fiddlesticks all,
Yeah,
so I'm thinking about that.
but just flank them. Because Siggs, look,
Yeah.
Siggs is trolling. Look here. Sig shows himself, look.
Yep.
When you're playing versus a team like this, you want them to come into you. Look,
Yeah.
if you're the enemy team now, okay? You're 4v5, right? Your enemy team. You're 4v5. This is the 4th Drake, so it's the soul point, right?
Yeah.
Is it a higher chance you win running into the guys taking Drake now, or fighting before they starting Drake instead of here?
Yeah.
You want
Obviously,
to fight here, right? You don't even want the Drake to be started if you're the enemy team. So it's 10 times better now to ping away and start Dragon, okay? Or just flank the Siggs, keep him in check.
Yeah.
You can just
Even
stand
all
here.
across the blue.
You can just stand here. And these guys all have to be very scared. Now nobody needs to be scared. Make sense?
Yeah. And we're attacking the fucking Braum.
Yes.
All champs.
Look, you're fucking useless. And now Drake doesn't get started. So again, we forgot how to win this game.
Yep.
And our GA is fucking wasted.
Oh yeah, and that's a big cooldown for work too.
Yeah.
Because I'm so squishy, that's my main
And
survivability
there
tool.
goes Dragon.
Yep.
There goes fucking Drake. God damn it.
Yeah. When I get like I don't know, yeah, whenever I'm just like really like tilted or I'm unsure, I start like just forcing like random shit, and it just doesn't make any sense. I don't think. I just
You know,
go for. I just try to flip the game.
You can't let the emotions get you, because then you're not thinking, you know?
Yeah.
Then you're just based on emotions, like, yeah, last game, this happened, so I'm just gonna play like this every game now, you know? You gotta play like what makes sense. This game was really easy to win by just playing like a human being and take dragons only.
Yeah.
This should be relatively free though, unless Sig's new.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
He used his ult earlier, so.
It's fine, it's okay. And now we're buying time for our GA to come up, so that's really nice too. Severe is almost at 3 items. What made you get behind on this rotation? Okay.
He's taking blue. Oh yeah.
Don't you have item here after blue?
Yeah, I think so. I have to wait. No, I have to wait 50 gold, I believe.
Okay.
So I think I want to just like push out top lane and then just recall. Yeah, fight broke out.
Severe can't hit anybody here. This is
Yeah.
really bad. Just reset for item. There we go. 80 seconds GA. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Poggers. You should be a bit careful here, because Severe is in base.
That was a misclick. That was a misclick. That was obviously a misclick. I don't even have to explain that one. Like I remember what I was doing.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I was trying to type something. I think. No, oh no! What happened there? I pressed E and I fat fingered, so I pressed E and R at the same time.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I think you're just scared of the crab.
I was. I had to pin it down with my alt, suppress
Yep.
it.
For sure. Alright, alright. Drake is coming up. It's our soul, because we didn't get it
Yep.
earlier, because we fucking trolled. GA
Yep.
is up in 10. We're playing versus Fiddlesticks. We have barely any wards, so that sucks a bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think I'm trying to. Well, I'm trying. I think. Yeah, we tried to like sit here and like maybe like make a pick or something, but it doesn't happen.
Well, your bot lane can't walk up if you don't keep vision of them, so you're griefing here. Because look, you have to play in the mind of Severe, right? Now you're
Well-
Severe. You have vision here
Yeah.
and here. Right now, enemies are here.
Hmm.
So can Severe walk up?
I think. Well, I think what I think because dragon doesn't spawn yet, I'm like kind of like. I think when dragon starts to spawn, that's when I start to approach because I'm aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to like get in like a position, try to force them out of the bush or force them towards me.
Yeah, I mean now it's nice because Severe got here. It's
Yeah.
just you have to understand, you know, how it feels
Yeah.
to play for this Severe right
Yeah.
now. Like I'm very scared if I'm Severe.
Yeah. And I'm in my mind, I'm just looking for the fiddle alt.
I mean right
Mhm,
now you're
it's
just
like
letting
upside.
Sig stack Leandris on you. You know, like you're half
Yeah.
HP now for no
Yep.
reason.
Hmm.
Like, look, again, we need to keep Fiddle in check. That's our job, right?
Yeah.
That's your job this entire game. Let Severe
Mhm.
play the game and keep Fiddle in check, because that's what she's scared of. We see Fiddle in mid right now. Okay? So we know that Fiddle has to approach this like this, or come around like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So if we know that, look where Severe is. Why do you feel the need
Yeah.
now to walk up? Look, you're not playing with your win condition.
Yeah.
Watch. You are not fucking level 9 Warwick 10 minutes in anymore. Right?
Mhm.
You're not gonna jump in and kill everyone anymore.
Yeah.
Look. Why are you here getting poked down and zoning the Braum when your Severe here is trying to approach, right? The Fiddle and Aatrox behind her.
Yeah. I think I just
Braum
didn't
is-
want us to get like pushed out of the dragon pit, but like when my teammates are backing off, I need to back off with them.
Yeah, I mean,
Not just not get poked.
it's not just that, it's just Fiddle and stuff. It's like all of them are trolling. You guys can fight them right now. Look, they're like split off from Braum. See?
Yeah.
You could fight them there if you want to. Nobody can do anything now because you're not guiding your team. And now it's like still complete fog of war. Did they clear our pink? And also
Yes.
another thing is that the way they use this pink is really bad. Because you guys still have control here. You're not pushed off yet. There's no point to ward it.
Okay.
Because see, you have the vision right now.
Mm-hmm.
You should only ward it if you have no longer access. Because now they just
Okay.
get to clear it. Now you have no wards. Look,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's really bad. Syndra is getting into position. Because it would be really important to have a pink placed like right here when you guys start it. Because then they're
Yeah.
forced to try to clear it and then you guys can take Drake meanwhile.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And yeah, like the Aatrox and the Fiddle that was standing here, they were dead. If you realized.
Mm-hmm.
When
Mm-hmm.
Severe and stuff was like over here.
Yeah.
Six is mid.
Yeah,
Fiddle,
there.
Fiddle is over
Yeah,
there.
no fiddle's there.
Just buy time for your team. Good. This is
Trying
perfect.
to-
Now we see Fiddle. This is perfect. This is nice. But Severe is getting zoned by 6 bombs. Good. See? Oh, it wasn't that hard, was it?
Nope.
Even though Severe got the zone here, it still wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
As long as we keep vision over Fiddle, this champion isn't that good. you know?
Yeah, his position, he just kind of trolled his positioning this fight.
Yeah, but he couldn't stand here.
Yeah.
Right? So where does he stand then? If he wants to contest the Drake, he can't stand here and then ulti to over here.
Yeah.
So it's just we played it patient. We kept waiting. We spot the fiddle, and it's good. Right?
Yeah.
If we lose the fight
Yeah.
now, you know, it's not up to us anymore. We've done our job. Right? The fight is pretty much 4v4.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. We win the fight. We get soul. Poggers.
I get hit by that, so I just leave.
Yeah, we take jungle. That's good. Now we should be very scared. Like, this is when we're actually scared. When you take 2 inhibs, right? If you don't end the game, it's fucking lost.
Yeah. But with Baron spawning.
What?
Spot.
What did you say?
I said with Baron spawning.
Yeah, it's good to take the inhibs. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's just we cannot throw.
Mm-hmm.
We have to take Baron into straight top. We don't have time to waste. You know?
Yeah, okay.
If we keep waiting, right? If we keep waiting, they will keep farming super minions in bot lane and in mid lane. You guys will keep losing gold every 30 seconds and stuff. And it's really, really hard to play. So again, here we have to be disciplined, right? Just like in mid game when we got that lead, right?
Yeah.
Then we
this stage of the game, just like as far as like playing around team fights and stuff, that's usually like my best trait. Like I'm really good at like playing around like team fights and stuff like that.
Okay. Odd flex.
Yeah, minus the. Well, I'd say that's like my strength as a player.
Yeah. I mean, I think so far it's fine.
All right, but minus the fact where you skipped over it. I walked through every single 6 spawn.
I mean, you got poked on the dragon one before as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's easy mistake to do when you're playing like tank champs, you know? Like, it's like, yeah, this doesn't really matter. But then, you know, we realize here, like, we are 1.5k and now we're just randomly, you know, 1.2k.
Yeah, it's just pointless. Yeah.
We have smite in 20. Did Fiddle still has ulti, no?
I believe so. My teammates are zoning
Garen
off.
is keeping him in check, so that's good. Nice.
So yeah, just wait for my smite.
Now we have Titanic. Okay, calm down. Don't die. Good. Don't die.
I'm just like
Yes, it's fine. Just I don't want you to ulti.
Yeah. I'm threatening like a flank so they can't like move up to the inhib.
You're doing exactly what you should do right now. Good. We have GA as well. That's real nice, and that's the game. Good job, guys. Thank you for carrying. Nice guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to write those things. Then people like you, so that's good. Okay.
Yeah. I'm usually like pretty positive in solo queue, but I don't know. I guess like when the game's going really well, I'm really positive, but when the games are going bad, sometimes I get really bitchy and whiny.
I mean, who doesn't, right?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm pretty annoying, I'd say. A lot of people think I'm annoying, and I am. So it's a habit I'm trying to break. I've just been like muting chat and just like, just trying to just focus on the game.
Okay.
If I ever flame, I only flame in like the post game chat.
All right. So what? Okay. So you start. What would you say is like summary of this game?
I mean, the main thing I was even looking for with this game, and I definitely got out of it, was just the early game. The starting right about pathing towards top is good, but something that I don't even ever really do, which is a good point, is I need to, if I'm looking towards like ganking top lane, but they're not going to like all in like level 2, it's gonna be like a little bit of a slower like poke battle. I should probably be looking to clear raptors there in that situation. And just do a 5 camp clear, just so I get there later.
Yeah, that's not just top lane matchup though. That's also, you know, jungle, right? If enemy jungle will be there quick, you should be there quick as well, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess yeah, which is usually what I do. So if I start blue, I would just do a full clear usually in that situation. But on red side, I never really think to do red into raptors into wolves, and that's actually like good. So that's actually probably optimal, and I never really do it.
Yeah, I mean
So
the only
that's
issue with like only issue with red raptors, wolves, blue is that you don't have a blue buff when you're on like early on, right? So you could get invaded on your buff, but versus fiddle that's not gonna happen. You know?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
versus farm junglers, that is a possibility.
Yeah. So if I was like playing like first like a Graves there, I probably would still do the same clear
Yeah, it
because
would be good
Graves
what you
could
did.
go for a gank.
Like I think, yeah, like I mean Graves can also split the map. You know, Graves is really
Yeah.
obnoxious. But
Yeah.
versus Fiddle and Karthus and stuff, it's really bad to just flip gank level 3 unless, like I said, right, the matchup is gonna play to allow you to do that. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? What else?
Yeah. I think my just I needed to. I think that one of the main things that I learned right now is just like, first of all, I need to like look towards bot lane more. I don't do a very good job at actually like. I don't have I don't know. I just feel like in bot lane in particular, I didn't really do a good job at like playing around bot lane. Probably because that's like my least played role, so I don't have enough of an understanding of it. But like I do understand it. Like when you explain it, I actually understand everything you're saying. It's just stuff I don't actually think about because I'm not like a bot lane player.
Yeah.
I play jungle on top, so yeah. I mean, I needed to pay attention to lanes more. Look at like actual like waves. I do like look at wave. Like I look at like lanes and stuff. Usually I look at lanes more, but I definitely could actually look at like the way the lane is pushing more. I can look at how like like who's pushing, and like like the one thing that I never would have even thought of is like when you said like after taking the dragon and like escorting my bot lane towards towards their lane so they don't get zoned out, and then also just like threatening a gank and zoning off the cannon minion. That was something I would never do. But
Yeah.
yes, it's just definitely correct.
And I mean, things like that is really good to do when you have free time, like you did. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you had like 5 seconds
Yeah.
to just spare. You could just do that, and then making them be able to walk like this instead of
Yeah.
like this. It's already really big because then they're catching the wave here, meaning they can push
Yeah.
faster, and then that will allow you to invade.
Mm-hmm.
Instead,
Yeah.
when you go like this, one, you show yourself, your bot lane is under turret, so Brom's now allowed to run through river.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bad.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going. Yeah. Doing what you said just made way too much sense.
Okay.
I mean, just like I think I did a lot of. Well, oh yeah, I guess going for forcing around top side, forcing like trying to like force counter ganks, which weren't even like favorable, and they weren't even really like necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just had something else in mind. I mean, just clearing efficiently. My pathing was pretty atrocious this game. Especially when behind. Especially like when behind, like I need to catch up. Just walking around and trying to like find fights or invading is efficient. I'm not gonna get anything. I just had something in mind. Oh yeah, also yeah, I need to communicate with my team more. I need to like I said, this is something that you couldn't really see because I was just thinking it, but like when Fiddlesticks was like every time Fiddlesticks ulted top, I knew he was up there, or I suspected that he was up there, but I didn't ever say anything to Garen. I was just like, oh, I should path top because Fiddlesticks might be up there. But I should have said, I should have pinged him back, or I should have said, Fiddlesticks top, ping him back and stuff like that. And I just didn't do it. It could have prevented deaths from both of us.
Okay, let's do my points. Okay.
Okay.
Of course, these points are also mine, so we're not gonna write those. I think big one is like this.
Yeah, actively thinking about win condition and thinking if going for a play is actually worth it, like what you're actually getting out of something.
Yeah. Like I think, for example, like going top was really really bad because it's like
Mhm.
let's say you counter ganked it, right, and you win it. The reward is still the same, you know. The
Yeah.
reward is still gaining the dragon. Now, if you Garen dies, you're still gaining the dragon.
Hmm.
Make sense?
Yeah. Also, yeah, another thing I actually did bad this game in that same scenario, I was worried that we were going to like I was still like I felt anxious that we were going to like lose the fight, but I didn't. I needed to pay attention to my teammates' power spikes. Like I didn't actually like pay attention to how strong Sivir was. The game just felt like we were behind, so I just relied on that. I didn't actually like realize, all right, Sivir actually has a strong item. She just came back from base, so she just bought.
Yep. That also counts for enemy team too.
Hmm.
Like for example, if somebody has stopwatch or stuff like fiddlesticks, right? Like big items, like
Yeah.
for him is Sonya's. If you see that he has a fucking fiendish codex, right? He's building into
Hmm.
it, so it's a good time to like fight because he doesn't have Sonya's yet. Make sense?
Yeah, I do it. I do it to some champions, but like not all of them. I don't know. Like I understand like some champions' power spikes. Like if Rumble like has like 2 items or something like that, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, like Rumble's really strong. We gotta be careful. But like
Hmm.
I don't know. They like I just don't like pay attention to like Sivir's like power spike. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's probably just because I don't play enough ADC to like really think about it. But
Like if you
I
see,
should.
for example, your ADC has a BF and a pickaxe, right?
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
you've seen that he's had it and it's been on the map for like 2 minutes, and you see like 132 Drake. Ask your ADC how long till you have IE, right?
Yeah.
How long till you have IE? And then he will tell you like 600 gold. Then you know, okay, yeah, he can get 600 gold before this, right? Easy.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's do that then. Instead of just randomly doing some random play, when getting IE might make you have like 10% higher chance of winning the fight, right?
Mhm.
A big thing that you're missing out on is this. So what I mean
Yeah.
by that is, for example, right? When we look at lanes, okay? When we look at lanes right now, okay? We see now, we think, okay, it's our red because Aatrox leashed, quote unquote leashed, right? Turns out he didn't, right? But we can assume that he's our red, okay? Is top lane warded?
No.
No. Aatrox has never went to ward,
Mhm.
right? But look. We start to sweep. Why
Yeah.
do we sweep if it's not warded?
Mhm.
Because it would be really strange for this to be warded. Now, this matters on everything. This matters in every lane. Right now, bot lane is not warded. Okay? It's not been warded. It's because I've never went to ward. Make sense?
Yeah.
These things you can abuse in future games. In this one, we can't really abuse it, right? But this matters. You have to look at the map and you have to look at the lanes and figure out, like, have they moved to ward and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Right? It's important.
Yes.
See, now they warded, see? Enemy bot lane warded now. They
Mhm.
just went to place a ward. See there. No, that was your ward, okay. But they're running in blindly right now. I mean, they can because they see you guys, but you get my point, right?
Yeah. Yes. I get your point.
In future games, you can look at these things and figure out whether lanes are warded or not.
Mhm.
Like seeing when they have pushed and left the lane and stuff like this. And you're not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there was like the time on the Braum, right? Where
Yeah.
you should have just been flanking and just keeping, like, telling their poke champs, like, hey, I'm here. If you go up to poke, I'm gonna kill you.
Mhm.
Make sense?
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
just
like I said,
face tanking the Braum.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like that's like my strength is like like that point. But in that situation, because the Fiddlesticks died and it was a 5v4, and I didn't have to worry about the +6 flank, I just got like way. Yeah, I don't know. It just left me. Like I just didn't actually think about
Yeah, that's why I
how the
said
fight should play
this,
out.
right? The autopilot
Mhm.
thing.
Yes.
Right? This comes
Mhm.
again back to like this one and puffing efficiently and stuff, right?
Yeah.
We were treating again the fiddlesticks as if it was like Olaf or like Elise, you know?
Hmm.
And yeah, just understand that yes, we're in the meta now where farming is good, but it is
Hmm.
also solo queue and ganking is good. But we need to
Yes.
do a mixture of it. We cannot
Yeah.
just turbo flip fucking red buff gromp blue every game and into gank and
Yeah.
then call it a day, you know? We either succeed at gank or I'm useless entire game.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't work like that. If you are, you know, if your top laner is playing Renekton into set and he dies level 2 somehow, he's just fucking bad, right?
Hmm.
Happens.
Yeah.
It's not your job to save him by doing red buff into level 2 gank.
Yeah. You can't play around bad players.
Exactly. If they're bad and they fuck up, happens. Can't win every game of League. You have to do the things that are going to consistently in the long run, right? Give you the most success.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yep.
So, yeah, I think that's good. Of course, there's more points, right? That I may not remember, but that's why we
Yeah.
record the coaching. So,
Yeah.
you will have a video of it that you can
Is there?
watch.
Yeah. I want to ask like another question
Sure.
because like I think one of my main problems in general when it comes to like climbing and stuff is I am probably like the most inconsistent player like in the world. Well, not as much like yeah, I'm pretty inconsistent of a player. And my question is like how like I don't know how to like stay focused because I just feel like I just struggle sometimes to just like just I don't know I just feel like completely out of it and I don't know like I think you're a pretty consistent player. Everyone that's like really high elo is obviously very consistent. So that I just yeah I don't know how to like stay consistent. Because sometimes sometimes I run it down. Sometimes like I can't actually think about what I even want to do. Like I feel like when I'm actually playing my best, I'm actually a very good player. At least for like any solo queue. Like if I was playing my best, I think I'd be very easily like every game I'd be very easily be like 1,000 LP. I think, but because I'm so inconsistent, I'm
How
yeah
many
like
games do you play a day?
I mean I play a lot now.
Yeah, and that is one of the reasons. Like it is very very exhausting, right?
Mm-hmm.
To be every game thinking through this and this, right?
Yeah.
It's very tough to be able to do that for 10,
Mm-hmm.
20 games in a row, right?
Yeah.
Now, some of the things should be autopilot, right? Like some of the things should be on your autopilot mode. You're still able to do these good things without needing to think about it. So first, we need to develop some of these habits. Because some of these are habits that you should have that aren't habits to you. Like, for example, the paying attention to item spikes. I don't need to tell myself to do that. Right?
Yeah.
It just happens. I just look tab and that's what I look for. So I can be autopilot 10 games in a row and I'll still do that. But yeah, first thing first would be to add some more habits, right? Make them habits because then you can still spam games and still be able to do them. But then after the games, try to remind yourself like what happened, right? Constantly remind yourself in loading screen and champ select that you gotta focus, you're gonna focus on this, this, and this, right? And try to limit yourself to like maybe like 3 things, right? That you're mainly gonna be focusing on in the games you're playing. Until it becomes easier and easier to, focus on those things.
Yeah.
Because if you're now like, we probably talked about 100 things in the coaching. If you go into your next game trying to learn 100 things, it's not gonna work out. Right?
Yeah.
And yeah, just rage queuing, right? Like 10 games in a row is really bad and it's hard to not autopilot then. But, maybe taking like, because, I mean, you probably wait a bit between queues too anyways, no? So you don't get banned out or...
I actually insta-queue.
Okay. You don't get banned
especially
out?
like now when I can play like champions like Shyvana and stuff.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
I don't mind it. Unless I really want to play Warwick, in which case I'll wait out.
Yeah, but queue times are long anyways, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally speaking.
So then during the queue time, what you can actually do, by the way, is you can you can watch a replay while you are in queue. You know? Like, it is possible. Like, you basically go to match history, you load up the replay.
Yeah.
Right? You load up the replay, and then you click queue here on your client,
Oh, okay.
and then you can be in queue at the same time.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Make sense?
I actually didn't. I didn't know you could do. I thought like it locked you out of queue.
No. Just make sure you leave the replay, when you're like in champ select or about to go in game.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So, like this, you can watch the game and remind yourself, right, your mistakes and what you did good. It's also good to remind yourself what you did good, because if you don't, you're just gonna think you're the worst player, right? And that's also
Yeah,
not
and
good.
you're also and you'll also try to like avoid mistakes too much to the point where you're like play too passive. Like
Exactly. So yeah, I recommend doing this to keep your brain in check and remind yourself what was good and stuff and what was bad. This way you're thinking about the game still and not just thinking about other bullshit when you are meant to focus. Make sense?
yeah,
And then also sometimes just clearing your mind, right? Just relaxing, maybe interact with chat and stuff. But
Yeah.
in game, think about the game. We're not thinking about chat in game, right?
yeah, gotcha.
And then I think you can easily reach challenger, but you should also not let losses and stuff affect your mood, because losses will happen. It's impossible to have 100% win rate in league.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna at some point have 10 losses in a row.
Yep.
Happened to Faker. He had 14 losses in a row at some point.
Yeah. Something I've been actually like doing a lot better of recently is when I like have like a bad loss where I get really tilted. I've just been like waiting out of queue for like 10 minutes just to detilt before I queue back up.
Yeah.
So I'm not pissed off and I'm not like immediately going to get triggered at, I don't know, at any little thing. Oh, also the fiddlesticks in that game was Dom, in case you're wondering.
Yeah. Any bot. Wait, he's smurfing actually. He is fucking smurfing. Look at CS. Wait, it's so good. Look at CS per minute. What the fuck happened? I remember I looked at his OPGG like 2 months ago. Because I was coaching some guy that played against him and he was like so bad. Like any bot was like D3 and now he's smurfing.
Yeah, he's swinging. He's kind of, I mean, he's just like me actually. Like like I'll fall down to like Diamond 2 in the middle of the season, and then I'll climb up to like 600 LP at some point during the season, 700 LP.
Yeah. And
Jared does basically the same thing.
He's hard smurfing actually. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, here it's back to the it's the Electrocute curse. Electrocute is curse rune. Never mind, it's not.
It's not anymore.
It's up and down. It's roller coaster. At some point he goes up, and then down.
Yep. Yeah, and that's exactly how my matches should look like.
Yeah. I mean, it's also
I'll hard
easy.
Carry, I'll hard carry look like the best player on the server, then I'll just start inting. I'll look like I should be banned.
And it's easy to have that happen as well when you stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those things that like I said can help you like keep focus on it, and just remind yourself as well like what do you really want. Like if you want to get high elo, you have to be focused. You can't just troll. Because these losses matter. Yeah. These losses matter, and we can't just troll. We have to give it our best every game, and sometimes we'll get griefed even if we try our best. But sometimes we are also the griefer.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I hope you didn't see that.
Of course, I see everything. But yeah, I have to go now. If you have any other questions, you can just message me and I'll answer whenever I have time. Okay?
Yeah, I gotcha. And like I said, I'll probably get another coaching session at some point. But I'll wait a little bit just to.
Yeah, of course.
Take in everything.
I don't think it's good to get coaching right after. It's better to give it some time, try to work on the things, so that we don't just go over the same mistakes.
Same stuff. Yeah.
Because like every game of League is different. I'm sure that you do way more mistakes than this, but in this particular games, these was like the main things, right? But in a different game, it's gonna be other mistakes. So yeah. Just let me know how things go, and I'll be glad to help you in the future. Okay?
All right. Yep. Thanks a lot.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Yep. Have a good one.